I think I only know Dua
Dua
Leap,
Lipa.
Loop,
Yeah.
Leap.
Jesus, your names today. Jesus. It's like
It's been a long day, okay?
Cold Beet Soup is a podcast for casual fans who want to explore lore and fandom rabbit holes in music and gaming.
And are sad sometimes. Yay!
and we're live. So glad I pressed the button when I did. Welcome to Cold Beet Soup. Oh my gosh. I didn't tell you because I looked into the tweet that you sent me about Taco Bell's chicken nuggets. They are out today.
Yeah.
Well, it would be today. It's going to be out tomorrow on Thursday.
Oh, night is tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's the 19th. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I saw it said the 19th. Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't say that in the tweet that you sent.
Oh, yeah, but I went on Taco Bell's website to make sure it was real, and yeah, it said it.
Yeah. I went too, and I was like, oh my God. I told my coworkers, I was like, this is not a drill, people. I've been waiting ever since the Live Moss conference. And most of the responses were, there's a Live Moss conference? I'm like, oh.
Let me tell you about that. You have 3 hours to spare.
How much time do you have? And they're doing that Hidden Valley Ranch too. Hidden Valley Fire Ranch or something like that. Oh my God. Oh. My head burns.
That's what happens when you age.
It
just comes back.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, what are we going to talk about today?
I don't know. What are we?
I don't know. I've covered the last 3 weeks, so
we could talk about chicken nuggets.
we could. I would
Rocky.
Hi, Rocky. Aww. So cute.
We're talking about, how do you say it? Hozier?
Hozier.
It's not Hozier. It's not Hozier where everyone's like, okay, Hozier.
I know, and I told you it was Hozier, and I was wrong. I was so wrong. Why can't Rocky sit on your lap for the episode?
Because he'll climb up here, and then he'll slide down my back, and I'm going to have to sit like this the whole time.
That would be so funny. Yeah. Well, put your slides up. I want to see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I want to see. Hozier. Yeah, I thought it was Hozier. And then I watched the video and found out that it wasn't. I was like, oops. Oops.
Rocky.
He wants to be part of the episode.
He's like, pick me up.
Yeah. Aw. Wait, I want to make your camera big now so everyone can see him. Hi, Rocky.
I love
Rocky,
the
say
nails.
hi. Oh, he's touching. Okay. Being a little inappropriate.
Can you
He's
hear
definitely looking. No, wait, let me listen. Oh, we got purrs. Let's go. Anyways, I'll make the presentation big again. I could see him too. He's definitely plotting right now because he's kind of looking up. Like,
he's
how
like,
can I get up there?
Yeah, that spot looks mighty nice.
Yeah. It's like, how do I finesse this?
All right, we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So we're going to talk about the Unreal Unearth album that came out. I believe it came out in 2023 because he did Unreal Unearth like 2 other ones.
Oh.
Like with like it's the same like songs, but there's extra ones, or one is like live version
deluxe?
or something.
You mean a deluxe version?
It's not called deluxe though. It's called
an expanded. What? I mean, like,
no, it's not called expanded either. Hold on, watch it is.
I'm looking it up because
no, it's called Unreal Unearth Unending.
Okay, but it's just a deluxe album though. Like, That's the
You
concept.
know, all right. I didn't come to be. It's okay, Rocky. It's okay. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just the worst.
So, basically, the
Oh,
album is
the new one came out December 6th this
yeah.
year. The
Yeah.
deluxe.
You're just gonna keep saying deluxe.
Yeah, I will. I will keep saying it. Wow, so it was a year later for the
Mhm.
deluxe.
Fucking-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna get my dad. He's gonna do this from now.
Oh, I'd love that.
That'd be so funny.
It would be.
Today we talk about Dante's Inferno.
And he's like, and it says, "Resta joie de." I'm like, what? I
He
guess
sends you a screenshot.
yeah, I don't think he knows what um I don't know if he would know what limbo is. What about heresy? I don't know about that either. Those are
Yeah.
some words because you just don't use those words.
Yeah. So the album is basically based off of Dante's Inferno. So for the first slide, I wanted to go over a little bit of Dante's Inferno.
Okay.
It's the first part of Dante Alighieri's epic poem La Divina Commedia, or the Divine Comedy in English.
He's Italian, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Italian. Italian.
Italian. Uh, it's basically about eternal fate of villains of historical and literally well, it's basically talks about the human nature and ramifications of tragedy, and it describes the journey of a fictionalized version of Dante himself going through hell, guided by the ancient Roman poet Virgil.
Yeah, I saw a good description. It was like it's basically the Hitchhiker's Guide to Hell.
Oh, that is a good description of it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. I watched a
It's
video of someone they animated like the whole book. I just watched it and they were very sarcastic. I think it was like Sarcasm Productions or something like that, but yeah.
I
I didn't
wonder if 90% of it.
well, because they reference, some gods and popes and I'm, in a video, I'm not going to recall that
Yeah.
and yeah, each level has different focus.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was a really nice um just description of it and she also said that the book is pretty dense,
Yeah,
which I
I
could
saw it
see.
was like 300 or some pages, which like it isn't a lot for a book, but like I feel like this one would be tough to get through. It wouldn't be like an easy
Yeah.
read.
A lot of the older writing style as well, like I'm not a fan of it.
Mm.
Um like storytelling where there's a lot of exposition, I lose interest. That's why I can never get through Lord of the Rings because I've tried
Yeah.
so many and even the movies sometimes I'm like, "Okay, I get it. That's the Shire. Can we move on?" Like
I don't
and
think I've sat through. No, I might have sat through it all the movies once with
mhm.
an old friend back when I was younger because she really liked it. But other than that, like I can't do it.
Yeah, it's not and it's fine like some people really enjoy those, shots
Mm.
especially like showing the different scenery and all that and then like they're traveling and they're still traveling and it's I don't know I think even when I was younger in school when we had to read all sorts of books for class I always struggled with those books where there's a lot of that description and all that and I think it's just the um like the analytical mind where I'm like okay so what's the point like what let's just
Yeah.
get to the conclusion. Like I don't need all this. I just want the meat and bones. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to read that one either.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Game of Thrones. Tried getting through Game of Thrones. Couldn't get through that either, just because it's a lot of you're getting a lot of uh inner dialogues and all this, and I'm like, oh, just okay.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, but they're all, and again, they're well-renowned books and series, so they're they're very well written. It's just a style that I don't necessarily jive with.
Mm. Mm.
Um, Anywho, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I like this visual aid too.
Yeah, I found it searching, and I was like, oh, this is like
Mm-hmm. And I
I
like how
it's like
it covers each one because I've already
yeah.
forgotten them all.
Well, in Dante's Inferno, the 9 circles each represent a different sin and its corresponding punishments.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the first one, which is Limbo. It's the first circle where souls who die before baptism or from non-Christian cultures reside. They live in a castle in a verdant landscape, but are forever separated from heaven.
Okay. Castle doesn't
Lust,
sound too bad.
nah, like if I'm going after Supernatural, the show's Limbo, no, it didn't seem too
Oh
bad.
yeah. Oh
That was
man.
all like the monster. That's where the monsters go.
Yeah, I can't remember where I stopped in that show. That's another show
Oh.
where like I'd watch some of it, then stop, and
Mm,
yeah, because it gets a bit repetitive, that
yeah.
show. Um,
I've watched it all, but I don't know if I would watch it again. I'm rewatching Doctor Who because Doctor Who is just fun.
mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyways, okay, Limbo. That
Lust is the second circle where the lustful and adulterers reside.
hmm.
Gluttony is those who overindulge, and it shows you like lust is endless. Oh, I forgot audio listener. Sorry. The souls of lust are endlessly blown and spiraling in the winds of a violent storm.
Damn.
And in circle 3, the souls of gluttony suffer the coldness of a ceaseless icy rain.
Poof.
Then we have greed. Those who are greedy and selfish during their lives reside, and they're consumed in a pit of smelting gold as they crawl their way to escape, only to be swept back into the pit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Then we have oh, I just my spot. We just
Anger.
did greed.
5.
Greed, anger is just wait,
Bunch of
I'm
souls
looking at
in a
my notes.
swamp.
Yeah. And then we have wait, what did I have? Hold on. We did greed. Okay.
We did greed.
Anger. It's
Yeah.
anger or wrath.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the actively wrathful. And then here heresy. Heresy, am I saying that right? Yeah.
I think so. I was
Her-
actually just looking it up
Heresy?
because I don't remember. I think it's just heresy. Oh, here it is.
Heresy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
heresy.
We
Well,
did it.
let's hear the UK.
Heresy.
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 Sorry.
Beans and toast. Beans and toast.
Hello, beans and toast are heresy.
So
I'm so
there
sorry
is
if
basically
anybody from the UK listens. I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
now we're gonna lose our UK listeners. They're like, what the hell? Bloody hell. So in the sixth circle, heresy is heretics such as Epicurus and his followers who say the soul dies with the body.
What's Epicurus?
It's like a person,
Okay.
like a leader, like who has followers,
Oh,
and he preached that when you die, the soul dies with the body, like there's no heaven hell.
was he a real person?
I believe so.
Oh,
Let me
I can
let
look
me
him up
dip-
as you talk. What's his name?
Epic
Epic
Games.
Games. Yeah, that's actually
Epic.
CURUS. Oh yeah, he's a philosopher.
Yeah,
He's a Greek
he's
philosopher. Okay, this
Mhm.
is one of those people that they never learned. Wow, the public school system failed me 100%.
Yeah.
We never learned about this person. We
Yeah, I
learned
don't
about Plato. We learned about other philosophers that I can't
like
remember because
Confucius.
yeah. But I never learned about Epicurus. Not even. Nope. Man, this guy has
Nope.
busts made of him. Like he's for real.
So these is where the souls are entrapped in a flaming pit guarded by demons for
Oh
those who attempt to
yeah, and the
escape.
demons will drag you back in. This was the one where in the book, because I remember this animation, is
Mhm.
someone tried to escape, so the demon dragged him back, but then the demon got dragged in too. One of the demons did.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're like, oh shit,
Ow,
some
go.
it's hot. Something like that. Someone that's
So
read
the
the book is
next
gonna comment like, that's not what happens.
Yeah, they're like, "Okay, guys, please read the book." So
Okay.
violence is 7.
hmm
Now, according to the book, or yeah, it's divided into 3 sections or rings. The first ring is for those who committed violence against their neighbors, such
Mm.
as murderers. The second round of the 7th circle is the wood of the suicides, in which the souls of the people who attempted to or died by suicide,
Wait,
and they're
suicide is
transformed.
considered violence
Yeah, I guess I don't know. It's
against
the
yourself?
second circle. Yeah,
Oh,
and they're transformed into thorny trees, then fed upon by harpists, which I guess is a
harpies.
person. Harpies, right? Yeah.
HARPY.
Harpies.
Harpies. I feel like that's an animal.
Is that? Yeah.
I think so. I That sounds familiar to me. Yeah, it's a half human,
Yeah, it's
half
an animal.
bird.
Oh.
Yeah, a harpy. Yeah, half human,
Yeah,
half bird.
yeah.
Dang, this one has titties. Sorry. I'm pretty low on sleep today, so I just want to apologize to everybody. I have half a brain cell hanging on for dear life.
And
Yeah,
the
this one's
third
got
ring is for
titties.
the third ring is for people who are against God, art, and nature. I guess, yeah.
Okay. But none of
Then
that's
the
like
next,
violent. Like the first one is like violent. Suicide,
yeah,
violence against yourself, I guess. That's fair. But the like, oh, I don't like art. How's that violent? Unless if you like deface art, you like
yeah, or
fuck up a
deface
painting.
nature, like
Yeah.
like
Pee in
and
the
then
woods.
they're like, you're going to hell.
I mean, you could argue that you're providing some nutrients to the soil, so I don't know.
Is it really nutrients though?
I think so. That's what I tell
Can you?
myself
Let's
every
find
time
out.
I pee outside. Like,
Is
yeah, the
pee
flowers love it.
nutrients for plants? Oh, people have been searching that.
Of course they have.
Yes, urine can be beneficial for plants when used in moderation.
That's right. Thank you. Public school did not fail me. I didn't learn that in school. I don't know where I learned that. My own experiments. Just trying it
Yeah,
on some
for
flowers.
a school science project. Okay, so on the plant to the left is where I peed in.
Yeah, and the plant
The
to the right
plant
is
on the
where I
right.
didn't. We always
Yeah.
need a control.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So the 8th circle is fraud.
Ooh,
Uh,
yes.
it's for fraudulent sinners. It's kind of in the name.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Pit of darkness,
It's
endlessly beaten and tortured by demons.
yeah,
Damn.
and then I also saw that it's divided into 10 pouches or ditches with different categories of fraudulent sinners in each.
Oh. One is
And then
for dating profiles when you're catfishing people.
and then treachery. Those who commit acts of treachery against their lords reside.
Isn't Satan in that one? Satan's in one of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, it says Satan is imprisoned in ice from the waist down in the very center of it,
Yeah.
displayed as a trophy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if you
Anywho,
had to pick,
where
except
do
for
I want to go?
Limbo doesn't
Damn it.
count. We can't do Limbo because that one's an easy one.
Mhm.
I also think Treachery. There's something more than just the ice. There's something else. It's not fun. I don't think.
I don't think any of these are fun.
I think Limbo's all right.
Well, yeah, that's the first one, but we said we can't do that
Yeah,
one.
you can't. Exception of Limbo. Which one would you pick?
See, 8 sounds okay where you're thrown in a pit of darkness, but the whole
But you're
beaten
getting
and tortured.
Yeah.
But it's better than drowning or being entrapped in a flaming pit or I don't know.
I think I would do probably I'm trying to decide between the storm or just icy rain. Icy rain is pretty rough. A
I
storm
might
could
just
be
the
that's
storm,
okay
I
because
think.
you're just constantly moving. So
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
could be a
yeah,
ballerina.
you can disassociate, I think, with that
Yeah,
pretty
you're just like,
easily.
all right, just gonna be
Yeah,
blown around the rest
yeah.
of my life.
'Cause the others, it's like drowning is awful. So 0 out of 10 would not recommend. Hot, I don't like heat.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I would probably go with that.
Okay.
Or maybe 9 because I want to hang out with Satan and be like, hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Well, I don't want to hang out with Satan. I would just have some questions.
What if it's the Satan like the from South Park?
Hell yeah. I would totally do that then. Because I think that's interesting. Okay, here, I'm gonna see. I'm reading about it. Oh, there's an Infernopedia. Did you know that?
No.
For Dante's Inferno. It's a frozen landscape
Mm.
ringed by classical and biblical giants, symbolize pride and other spiritual flaws, blah blah. Oh, that's it? Man, that's nothing. Uh, 4 concentric zones. Okay, frozen landscape's not too bad. Okay, that one doesn't count then, because that's not too bad. I was just curious if there was something else.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
So each slide coming up, each one is a different circle.
Mhm.
Okay, so remember? Yeah.
And
So this one,
is this gonna
yes.
cover like the entire is like 9 is the album only 9 songs or are
No.
there more?
There's
Okay.
I believe 16. Like so
Okay.
first slide, it's 2 songs.
Got it. Okay. But do all 16 songs coincide with Dante's Inferno in some way?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So we have D Shelby Part 1 and then Shelby Part 2. That's 2 separate songs.
Is it Shelby or Selby?
Selby?
But there's no H.
I said, is it Selby?
I don't know. I'm just
I'm bad-
asking because I didn't know if
I'm
it was a
bad at
typo.
words.
I don't know. No, it's not like that. I just I want to make sure. Okay, it does say Selby. I
It's
wasn't sure if
Selby.
you made a typo or if it was actually Shelby. I was like, "Where's the H?"
Oh, hold on.
No, it's
No.
Selby. It's
Now
Selby in the album.
okay,
No, it's Selby.
I'm looking at the album now. I'm like, wait
No,
a minute.
I just
yeah, Selby.
I'm sorry. I didn't want you saying it wrong.
It's okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So who's this fella?
So this guy's from the music video for
This is
because they did
Hozier.
it.
Imagine.
This is from the part 2. There's a music video for it.
Uh-huh. Does part 1 have one
And
too or no?
no.
What?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Budget cuts.
Anywho, so he centered the story of Hozier. No, is it Hozier?
Hozier. No, you had it right. You had it
Hozier.
right.
Okay.
Hozier. Mhm.
Center the story of the Selby, mainly the second one's part 2, on the Irish novel The Third Policeman. Okay. So the character of Selby is a representation of darkness in many ways. In the 2-song explanation, we can see the dark environment themes and mentality of the characters portrayed. Like if you watch the music video for part 2, it's the characters
So which
yeah.
circle of hell does this go with?
This is like a prequel, like he's going to be entering into the circles of hell.
Got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so this works as an introduction of the 9 circles of Dante's version. This Hozier describes his character as a man who does not know he is dead yet. And then part 1 at the end, Hozier sings portions of the song, so the ending in Gaelic.
Ooh.
He describes those verses as a sign of metamorphosis, showing how in the darkness you can be freed from things outside. And then in part 2, it's more funk rock sounding. It's like it's I really like part 2 of the song. Like I'll listen to it. It's like boom, 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 boom.
What does part 1 sound like compared to part 2?
More like chilled. Like you could tell it's like starting like it's like calm.
Okay.
Like I would play it, but I don't want to.
Pretty calm for someone that doesn't know they're dead.
Yeah, it's like more like, chilled, and then part 2 it's like, like funk rock. It's like boom, like it's really good. You gotta listen. And they bleed into each other, like part 1 and part 2 like flow into each other very nicely.
I'm gonna mute myself and listen to part 2 for a moment, just so I can hear it. Actually, I'll listen to both parts for a second, so I can 1 minute.
Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Vicky. We talking about Hozier. Ba, 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 ba. I can't see her. All I can
These
see
are
is this
very
guy.
different.
Yeah, they're very different. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice beat though on the second one. You're right.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
So part 2 further explores this idea of metamorphosis and darkness in the context of connecting with yourself and others. He specifically discusses getting lost in the darkness with someone he loves. This experience reaches a point where he loses his sense of self, time, and direction. And yeah, so that's part 1 and 2, basically the prequel to the 9 Circles of Hell. And we go into Limbo. Wow, it was hard to find pictures because a lot of them had boobies and peepees. And I was like, I can't use that.
You thought it
I
was
was
a
like, maybe I
castle.
could.
This looks pretty run down for a castle.
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay compared to the other ones. I also like you almost might miss it, but it does have a deviantart.com
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. I just Googled.
Yeah.
So in Descent of the 9 Circles, first time is telling the journey through Limbo. To us, the reminder it's to hold the souls of those who are good but did not reach heaven. And in the first chorus of the song, and that goes, and some part of me came alive the first time when you called me baby, and the last verse of the song, some part of me must have died the final time that you called me baby. It's basically where did I he describes his lover being bringing parts of him alive and killing other parts of him, fitting the theme of limbo, between life and death.
Hmm.
Hozier
Hozier.
Hozier
Oh my god.
characterizes his love with the powers of life and death through this, furthering the point of his love being more powerful than religion. So
Love
that's
conquers
basically,
all.
yeah.
It's
Oh
true.
yeah.
Who needs Jesus when you can have love? That's like a
um
common trope in everything, though. I feel like any sort
yeah.
of media. It's,
Mm.
I did it for love. I'm just kidding. Disgusting.
All for love, all for love. So the next two songs,
Oh,
Francesca and I, Carrion.
Carrion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho. Um so these are,
Caesarion,
this
a
is for the
prophecy
second
told.
one. For the second circle. Both of these songs are for it.
Mhm.
Uh so this is where they're in an eternal storm, where
Yeah.
they're constantly
This is
tossed around,
us. This is where
This
we
is
be.
our people. I'm right there.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yeah. Which
Well,
one
you
are
can't see me.
you?
I'm right there.
I'm the one that's
This one.
hunched over
Which
to
one?
the
This one?
right. Yeah. I'm like, trying to hold on.
uh for Francesca, we're going to talk about Francesca first.
Okay.
In the circle of lust, Hozier painted desire not as a sin, but as an extension of love to be embraced and a sacred connection between him and his lover
Sounds
that
like a hoe.
rivals the power of God.
Sorry.
uh, Francesca is named after a character in Dante's Divine Comedy.
Okay.
Francesca shows the effect, the song Francesca shows the effect of the second circle surrounding lust. And Canto, Dante calls out, like in the book, calls out to his souls to hear their story, and Francesca answers. Her story is one of not loving her arranged husband and earning her spot in the second circle through an affair with her lover.
Ooh, she's a hoochie mama.
And I believe the lover was her husband's brother. If
No.
I'm correct, I'm not. I think I read that, but
Oh, that's so. Oh my God. Shame on you, Francesca. She's the one by
shame.
the tree. I can tell.
Which one? This one?
Yeah, that's her.
Francesca is condemned for adultery, but in the song, the lovers are unapologetic for their actions with the lyrics, I would still be surprised I could find you, darling, in any life. If I could hold you for a minute, darling, I would do it again. And the outro that goes, I would not change it each time. Heaven is not fit to house a love like you and I.
Damn. Of course, they'd be like, yeah, I'd do it again.
Let's
Like,
bring it on.
yeah, that's
So
crazy.
I carry on
Hmm.
a reference to Greek mythology and the myth of Icarus. You know, the one that don't flew too close to the sun.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Such a mood. Like, damn, flew too close to the sun and got burned again. And
I
I
guess
just,
I'll try again later.
yeah, like a clown. I always like, whenever I ask questions at work, I'm like, well, I'll probably regret this. I always
Yeah.
do.
I'm like, man, I shouldn't bring this up. But I'm like, no, let me do it. And I'm like, damn, why did I
Yeah.
bring it up?
Yeah. I'm like, well, it's good to at least know. And then once I know, I'm like, I wish I didn't know that.
Yeah, right. Ignorance is bliss.
It really is. So yeah, I like Icarus a lot.
So Hozier compares the feeling of falling and flying to the love he feels for his lover. He also compares himself to a corpse of or Carrion. So I guess that was for a name for the corpse.
Hmm.
He rises with each word his lover says to him, and if he falls, he prays he will not fall away from her. The story is about trust overall and finding someone to help the worry help carry the worry
Hmm.
that you keep. Um, the act of service, sometimes unseen by a partner, we see in the lyrics. Once I wandered what was holding up the ground, but I can see that all along, love is with it. Love, it was you all the way down.
Wait, so what does that song have to do with lust, though?
I don't know. No, because it's talking about it's
Is
lust is love, right?
lust
Yeah,
is not the
adulterous and
same as
lustful.
love? Yeah, but lust is not the same as
Yeah, but if
love.
you see it, if they're lust, like if when you're in, if you're, can't you be lustful towards someone?
Yes,
Okay.
it can be lustful towards someone. Is that that's what I'm asking though. So this song that you're talking about,
Mm,
I carry on, is he
mm,
it doesn't I'm trying to understand what your description how your description coincides with this circle of hell.
because of the lust he feels for his lover.
Oh, okay. So, okay. I missed that. It was hard for
No,
me to
no, you're good.
follow. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
so
no, I understand.
I Carrion was a character that Hozier created for the song.
So basically, from the beginning, D. Selby
Mhm.
is the character going through all of these, and with his lover,
Oh, okay.
Francesca.
So is it different POVs then? One is like
What do you mean?
Francesca's POV and I Carrion's his POV?
I well, I could see it that way. Yeah.
I'm just trying to because I don't know anything about this, so I just want to make
Hmm.
sure I'm like
Yeah,
following.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, because Francesca is it's about Francesca, like the character
Yeah.
that was
Is
condemned
it
for adultery, and then I Carry On is um Hosier comparing it like the lust for his lover, and from my understanding, going through it all, because he centered the story of De Shelby as like that's the character, from
mhm.
my understanding.
Okay,
Because
because
in
definitely
this,
looking at the lyrics of Francesca, it sounds like it's from almost sounds like her perspective.
okay, I believe Francesca the one that's no, it isn't. No, that's damaged. Gets done. Never mind. So
Yeah, I'm just curious because then that would make sense. Like, okay, it's one POV and then the other POV. And if each one of them have, I don't know if each one of them have two songs or how that goes, but um
yeah, these are two separate songs.
no, I'm saying I don't know if each level has two songs in it.
No, not each level
Okay.
has like the next one we're gonna talk about is just one song.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Um,
some has two, some have one.
yeah, different POVs. No, I'm just trying
Yeah, yeah, no, 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 go
I'm just
for it.
curious because then that would make a lot of sense to me. Okay, why? I can sense the narrator is Icarus. Okay. Francesca breakdown. Man, I don't want to open this in the app.
Mm, mm.
Why? Hello? Okay.
Hi.
That, Oh, Carrion is the decaying flesh of an animal. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh, so that's okay, because it says he also compared himself to a corpse or a carrion. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
Carrion is the decaying flesh of an animal.
Sounds like me.
Yeah. Same. Hmm. I don't know. I'll look at it. I don't wanna
No, you're good. You're good.
like take up
Because
too
to me, it
much
made
time.
sense. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean you've listened to both, so you'd
Yeah,
know
I've
better.
listened to the album a lot, even today at work.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Ba-dun-dun-dun." So,
Yeah. Cause then I'm like, okay. And that's the nice thing about like music and art, you can, as long as you have solid basis for your thought process on why it is the way it is,
mm,
then you're fine, you know?
mm.
Even if you don't, I mean, I guess that's okay. The logic in me is like, okay. Like whatever you say, I guess. Sorry. All right, anyways. Ooh.
So,
Brother, ooh.
can you guess which circle this is?
Gluttony.
Wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. It's for the song Eat Your Young. There is a
Mm.
music video for it, but I liked this picture.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, brother, ooh.
Oh, those puppies seem nice.
Yeah, it's
They're called something.
Hades dog, right?
Yeah, but there's a name for them.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is though.
They're also in Harry Potter in the first movie, in the book.
I don't remember.
So
All those books blend for me.
yeah, when they were trying to get the Sorcerer's Stone and they had to go and
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah,
anyway.
yeah. And they go in the pit. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So Hozier references the cultural cornerstone of Irish literature called A Modern Proposal to comment on the state of the world today.
Is he Irish?
Yes.
Okay, because I was like, he
If you
already referenced another Irish book. Now he's referencing this other one. Like, it would be
he's
hella
saying in
weird if,
Gaelic.
yeah, he's saying in
Hello.
Gaelic. It would be really weird if he wasn't.
Mm.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
So this song is basically well, the A Modern Proposal in its time this essay commented on how little the Irish government did to help with the Great Famine and that the people should just start to eat their young instead.
That's
Um
bad. That's so metal.
yeah. So in the song, he makes the same proposal to the world today while trying it tying it to the sin of gluttony.
Hmm.
He demeans corporations for only caring about money, even at the expense of others. He sings, quote, crumbs enough for everyone, unquote, exposing the mentality of the corporation, giving little and acting like it's enough. He
Hell
says
yeah.
that these corporations might as well start skinning their children for a war drum. And
Damn.
Hozier has historically been an activist for civil rights, women's rights, and anti corporations. And the song drives home that mentality.
Hell yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
a common sentiment in the US as well,
Mhm.
especially with that CEO
Yeah,
recently
when
with
he
United
died,
Healthcare.
everyone was like, "Oh, Luigi's been hanging out with me. I don't know what you guys talking about." Like,
Yeah.
I was
And
like, "Damn."
well, and even like typical media outlets. Like there was a headline. There was like Luigi gains a disturbing following, and it's like, well, when you are the CEO of a company that frequently denies health claims, they
Mm-hmm.
replaced people with AI for looking through these claims, and a lot of the
Oh,
AI would deny it a lot of the time. And so,
yeah.
yeah, it's just corporations get away with a lot, and I think this is a cool
Yeah, it's a really good song.
yeah, no, I'm gonna listen to that one for sure, cause yeah. Ooh,
So, this song, I believe is this the one
about greed.
that
Is it
hold on.
greed?
Yes, so
Man,
this
I
is
wish I had that
yeah,
picture
yeah,
of all the circles again, so I knew which one was.
yeah. This is class time. You got to remember everything from the
Oh
first slide.
man. Oh jeez.
So, Damage Gets Done is it's featuring Brandy Carlisle. I don't know who that is, but
Hmm.
Brandy has a nice voice. The duo in the song on the subject of Greek, they touch it in a unique way, discussing being youthful and reckless while also exploring long-term damage that is done to our society. The two sing songs in the chorus, quote, "But I know being reckless and young is not how the damage gets done." They basically sing about how the younger generation is always getting blamed for the negative state of our society when in fact it's quite the opposite. The youth are
Mm-hmm.
being blamed for a world we have no power in, when corporate greed is one of the primary causes of the state of our society today.
It's true. It's
Yeah,
easy. Oh,
so
it's very easy to blame the next generation instead of owning up
yep.
for your own mistakes.
Like, like, oh, kids these days, blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro,
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely. Oh, she had a song in the Barbie album,
what song?
"Closer to Fine."
I I think I only know
Dua Lipa.
Loop,
Yeah.
Leap, Lipa.
Jesus, your names today. Jesus, it's like
It's been a long day, okay?
Oompa Loompa. No, I understand. I took a nap. I was supposed to work out,
Lucky.
and I just went to bed. And I hit snooze 3 times. I set 3 alarms. It would be 10 minutes. And when I woke up, I drooled. I never drool, but I saw drool on my pillow, and I was like, Jesus Christ, you are exhausted.
And it's only
Anyways,
Wednesday.
yeah, that's my own. Just need to go to bed earlier. No, it's fine.
Mhm.
Who we are. Oh my gosh, like Kesha. We are who we are. We're dancing like we're dumb, dumb, dumb. Can you imagine this playing in the background with this picture?
In the fifth circle of hell, you're
Yeah,
like,
tonight we're going ha 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 hard. That would be torture, hearing it over and over again.
mm.
You'd go crazy eventually.
So the song is about heartbreak, but it also is a reflection of how we act out our own personal traumas against other people.
Sorry, that's
Much
not
like
funny.
Dante in Inferno, Hozier is learning throughout the song who we are as people and how our meanings of existence is violent and painful.
Mm,
So, in losing his lover in hell, Hozier yearns for their touch again, singing "Hold Me Like Water" or "Christ Hold Me Like a Knife." Even if they hold him at a distance or let him slip through their fingers, all Hozier wants is to be held by them again. However, without them, he can become a better version of himself. He curses the process and the idea of being born in the dark, living and carving through the dark and dying in the dark. Through loss, he feels as he is stuck in this darkness, comparing it to human nature as just who we are.
hmm
So this one, I don't,
Which circle of hell is this?
I
The
believe it's
swamp one?
Wrath. No, it's the
Anger?
fifth.
Anger.
Fifth. Yeah, Anger or Wrath. Because I have it.
Oh, Wrath. Okay. Yeah, Anger,
Yeah,
Wrath.
Anger, Wrath.
Now you said throughout this whole thing, it's this Selby character and his lover.
Some parts of it, because we have songs like "Eat Your Young" that is just about corporations.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There's some songs that have like a characters, and then some songs like "Eat Your Young" and I believe this one,
Mm-hmm.
"Damage Gets Done" that talks about the youth.
Okay. So it's
Mm.
but the narrator in the songs where it's like that character navigating, it's safe to assume it's that DeSelby person.
Selby. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I took away from it
Okay.
because he
Got it.
started the album with this character, and I'm
Right.
assuming unless he's mentioning it as himself, because he did say because the album he wanted to write it about like was it like COVID times or when he was writing it, but he didn't want to write about like COVID and stuff like that. He wanted a
Mm.
different take, and
Yeah.
like going through
'Cause
hell.
everyone talks about COVID.
Yeah.
I mean, which is, and then not to be like, oh, everyone. I mean, it was a pretty crazy time.
Mm.
And that everybody processes in different ways, right?
Mhm.
So I think this is a really creative way to talk
Mhm.
about it. Talk about
So
that type of thing. Anyway, I'll shut up. Sorry. I don't know.
no,
I don't
you're
know what I'm
good. You're
trying to
good.
say.
So we're on to the sixth circle, which was I should have wrote it on the slides, but I wasn't
I'm
smart
actually
enough.
kind of shook. You
Heresy?
know what? I'm gonna have it up on my phone.
Yeah. Because I thought about it like, what was it today? I was like, damn, I should have done that. But then work got in the way. So we're doing two songs now. Son of Nyx is an instrumental track. There's no words. Um
Okay.
uh so the story and the sixth circle blend well with the mythology behind Nyx. It's the goddess of darkness. Her son Charon, Charon. Charon?
Charon sounds right.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
carries the souls across the river Styx and is an active role in the journey of the underworld.
Oh, hell yeah. Because when you go to the underworld, yeah, it's like you're on this little boat and stuff.
Yeah. Hmm.
Nice.
And
Eh,
then the
job
song
security.
all
Sorry.
what?
Job security.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Nobody's
yeah.
gonna have to
That'd
transfer
be the
people.
best job ever. Like, hey, you're dead. Hop in.
Well, it's kind of like being a bus driver, and I imagine that would be kind of boring. Well, you could like talk to people.
Yeah, like so how'd you die?
Yeah. What's your
Which
story?
which circle you head into?
Yeah.
So the song All Things End directly compares losing belief in God to losing a loved one.
Hmm.
The song embraces the sinking feeling one immediately experiences at the hand of loss. Although the feeling is devastating, it is inevitable that one should not seek to avoid it in the expense of growth.
Okay.
It's a really good song.
I'm gonna listen
It
to
made
this
me
album.
it
I'm
made me
curious.
sad. I was like, all things do end.
Except for Rocky. Rocky's gonna live
Rocky will
forever.
live forever.
Yeah. So this is
So
violence.
yes, Violence. There's two songs. It's called To Someone from a Warm Climate and then a song called Butchered Tongue. Um, so we're gonna start with the first one. In the song title for this song, To Someone from a Warm Climate, it says I don't know how to pronounce it. Um, it's a very long word. It starts with a U. You uh it's not English. It's an Irish word.
Mm-hmm.
Yusifakariathi?
Did you just swear at me? Sounds like you said
Or it's
fucka.
English and I've never heard the word, so
How do you
you
spell
know.
it?
Ready?
Hold on. New tab. Okay, yeah.
UISCEFHUARAITHE.
Oh, I found her. Oh, it's in r/Hozier. I'm a fluent Irish speaker. While pronunciations and dialects vary widely across the island, the way I would say it is Ishka Ufraha. Damn, that's not how that looks. The way he sings it, it sounds like Ushka Ura. So it's Irish, if it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
I mean, even
Yeah,
when you started spelling it, I was like, that's not English.
Yeah, the word is
bro."
unique to Ireland, with no other language having a word like it. Hozier describes it best as the feel of coldness only water brings.
Yeah.
Uh,
Google
and
Translate calls it water cooled. That's really cool.
So, this song is basically a love song. It's about the significance of something so mundane. He basically described in an interview with Apple Music for this song as it's like sharing a bed warmed by a lover. Hozier describes himself as the cold and his lover as the warmth. Despite the stark contrast, there's a balance that keeps them together. But as we know, this love has since gone away. He's left with what feels like an internal winter, though not outright violent. The cold from the metaphor contracts with the punishment set for sinners in the circle, the eternal reign of fire.
Okay.
And then Butchered Tongue is basically Hozier lyrically painting a vivid picture of the brutality inflicted upon the Irish rebels by British forces during the Wexford Rebellion of 1798, where ears were severed as a gruesome form of punishment and intimidation.
Dang.
The song also reflects on the widespread linguistics violence that occurred where language was butchered and native languages speakers suffered. You know, like where like I'm assuming it's the British like didn't want people speaking their native language. It
Kind
embraces
of like
the theme of
Russia
yeah,
trying to take over the TV tower and then also
yep,
teaching Russian in school.
in
But they try to
Lithuania,
they try to take the TV tower because that's the last step is once you lose that radio transmission, you have nothing. Yeah.
So
How did that
the
work out for them? Not too great, huh?
we're still standing, bitches.
I'm still standing.
I
Man, this is gonna
remember
be
in Lithuanian school on that
Uh-huh.
day, Vasario 16th, right? February
Yep.
16th, right?
We have 2 Independence Days.
Yeah. But I
Mhm.
believe on the 16th of February, my teachers, because my teachers were older, so they were alive when all that happened,
Mhm.
and they would play documentary on the situation for us, so we would remember and stuff in
Mhm.
Lithuanian school,
I mean,
and
it
the
was like the
teachers would be
90s
tearing
though.
up. Well, yeah, because we became
91.
91, yeah, like a
Mhm.
year before I was born. So
Yeah.
I wasn't born in Soviet Union time.
Yeah. And you said they were tearing up. Yeah, it's an emotion because they
Yeah, they were like
remember.
tearing up and like yeah, they're like very emotional.
Yeah.
So the song basically talks about like, uh um it's his
And
feeling of loss for his language because of the beauty of the Irish Gaelic and how tragic there's not many people left to translate it and how it's slowly fading away. He's trying to bring awareness to it.
it is sad. Language is part of culture as well. So when you start to lose that, it's like part of the culture is gone.
Yeah.
That is sad. I
So
didn't know
that's
that
what that
about
song was
Gaelic.
about.
I'm not too familiar.
Okay, so this is taken in the circle of fraud. It's called Anything But.
It says it on the slide. Yay! We did it!
Finally, I found one. So this song, if I remember, it's this one. Yeah, it's weird to me because the song is basically he shows it's the first instinct where Hozier shows resentment towards his love through sarcasm,
Sarcasm?
disguising it. What did I say?
She said sarcasm. I was like, what?
Sarcasm. Sorry.
I had to call that out. If I don't call that out, my friend who's an avid listener of this, and you know who
We'll
you
be
are,
like-
I'm not gonna dox you, but he's good because he mentioned he's like Vicky's pronunciations of words. And if I don't mention, he's gonna say, he's like, why didn't you?
Dude, I'm trying. Okay, English is my second language.
It is. I mean, it is hard. The rules don't really matter in English. I was just
Yeah, it
talking about
doesn't.
this with one of my coworkers literally like 2 days ago. Because we were talking like he speaks German. And I was like, yeah, the shit like German's a very logical language. It's a very structured and again speaks on their culture. And I was like, but with English, it's all just made up. None of it's like
Yeah, they're like, yeah,
there's
we're gonna do this.
yeah, there's more exceptions to rules, than the actually
Yeah, like
following
that
the
one that's like
rules.
I before blah blah, but
I before
sometimes
E
after.
except after C.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna remember that.
I remember.
Yeah,
I was
clearly
in
you do.
ESL. Yeah. Anyway.
I can read fast, but when it
Not
comes to...
right. You're like sarcasm.
Anywho, through sarcasm, disguising it underneath. Oh my god, cute.
Just slow
Quips.
down. You don't have to read it super fast. It's okay.
I was trying to prove myself, and I fucked up how to say
You're
cute.
gonna hate this, but it would be really helpful if you reread the entire sentence so I can actually because I don't remember what you're trying to say. I'm
So
sorry.
basically, this song is the first instance where Hozier shows resentment towards his love through sarcasm, disguising it underneath cute quips. Okay.
Cute quips, okay.
So
Got
the
it.
track comes across as a sweet love song featuring lines like, if I was a stampede, you wouldn't get a kick. And if I was a riptide, I wouldn't take you out. These seemingly sweet lyrics, however, reveal Hozier's desire to distract himself from the other person. So the song, like if you listen to it, it sounds...
I wouldn't kick you because I hate you.
Yeah. So
You're not worthy of my stampede.
yeah, when you hear the song and you know like that it's like sarcastic and stuff, you could hear the sarcasm. Like you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what it would be like to sing sarcastically, like, oh yeah, you're so great.
That's exactly how it sounds. You
Thank
got
you.
it right on the head.
Thank you so much. I try.
So the
Treachery.
next two songs. Yes.
The Final Circle of Hell.
So there's two songs. One is called Abstract, parentheses, Psychopomp. And then the second song is called Unknown/Ninth. Nth. So an abstract is a look back on a specific memory Hozier had with his lover in a new light after losing her. In it, she witnesses a deer hit by a car, pulls over, and comforts the deer in its last moment. He's amazed by her compassion and feels like he has no choice but to love her at that moment. He compares the compassion shown to the deer to her love for him and her holding him in the last moments before their breakup. And
Wait, but what does that have to do with treachery? It sounds like the opposite.
well, no.
It sounds like
No.
they're being really nice. I was waiting for you to say, like, yeah, she pulls over to the deer and then, like, pees on it or something like that. I was like, oh, damn, that's messed up. But it was like, no, she comforts the deer. And I'm like, oh, okay. Just to see the connection with the
Hold
the
on.
final circle.
I'm trying. Hold on. Where's the?
No worries. I can fill while you do that.
Do it.
Yeah, not a problem. I have a Ghost song stuck in my head. I don't know why, but as soon as I saw this slide show up, the song Ghoule/Zombie Queen started playing in my head. And yesterday, as I was driving home, there was some traffic, even though it was almost 8 p.m. So I was blasting this song and I was like, Zombie Queen. And I was just like yelling to keep my sanity because I'm like, where did all these cars come from? And why are they all? Because it's crazy. Like, there's a lot of 2-lane highways and you'll be like in the fast lane and you're like, huh, I'm only going like 7 over and I'm like right behind this person. So you go around them and you're like, oh, there's all this space. Oh, oh. So I was doing that a lot. I was like bobbing and weaving a lot because people were just not going like highway speeds, but not, I don't know. It was just like, especially people in the fast lane that shouldn't be in the fast lane, you know? So,
So going into it more, I don't know why I didn't. Other people are saying that it should belong in the fraud one because of hypocrisy.
okay. Like he
'Cause it
feels like a
says,
hypocrite because
well,
seems like,
because it's saying that the is trying to comfort the creature that they just mortally wounded.
that's right. They
Mm-hmm.
did hit it. I forgot about
Yeah,
that
because it
major
says
detail.
she witnessed a deer hit by a car, but looking at it, I think it was supposed to be he witnesses her hitting it by a car, hitting the deer.
Oh, I'm gonna look up the lyrics because that should probably, right? The story's told through the lyrics.
Yeah.
All right, let's figure this out. Why am I'm still on Brandy's page. No wonder I was confused.
Yeah, because other people, because looking at
Queen.
the thing that they said that it should have belonged in fraud. What?
Black light guides you. Black.
Yeah, my dad talks loud as hell.
Zombie queen. I see the poor thing on the road, its eyes still glistening. But it doesn't actually. The speed that you move, the screech of the cars. But it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't say. It doesn't like. It's abstract. Wink, wink. It's abstract enough that it doesn't really. I remember the view, street light. The speed that you move, the screech of the cars. It doesn't necessarily mean it was her car.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because I don't know. I guess it's
Yeah.
take it as you mean, as what you think.
Yeah. Because I don't think it's treacherous to comfort a creature, even if
No,
you
no, no,
hit
no.
it, right?
Yeah, there. No, other people are saying it should have been in fraud.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Did Fraud have 2 songs? You're just on it, right? Oh no, I did. I
No,
got one.
just
Okay.
one.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was my mistake. That should have been on the previous slide. And for this one, it's supposed to be, for the last one, it's called Unknown slash Ninth.
Mm-hmm.
This is a narrative of betrayal and the profound sense of being misunderstood within a relationship. And
Ooh.
the lyrics basically delve into the pain of having one's heart shattered by someone who was once trusted.
Oh God, I need to listen to this song. Whoa-wee. I didn't know we were in therapy.
I'm telling you, this album had me all like, oh, okay.
Oh, jeez.
So the song
Oh
navigates the
God.
complex of human nature.
The
What?
first line. You know the distance never made a difference to me. I was in a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh God. Uh.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'm looking
Are
at
you
these
reading more?
lyrics. Yeah. Okay.
There's a lyric that says, I believe, so I thought you were like an angel to me.
Uh, I see. Hold on. Wait. I don't see. I see. You called me angel for the first time. My heart leapt from me. Uh, yeah. There's no.
Oh,
Um.
okay.
I don't know what that lyric. That's all I see for angel. They also say every tedious beat going unknown as any angel to me, but that's all.
Maybe I misheard it then. Maybe it was the first one.
Yeah. It says you called me angel for the first time. My heart leapt from me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where you were held frozen like an angel to me. What the I missed that. I'm sorry. I suck. It is there. I see it right there.
So,
Oh,
basically,
they said so I thought you were like an angel to me.
okay, you know what? I'm leaving.
I
I swear I thought I heard, but I guess I'm just losing
No,
today.
I don't know how to read. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I
Hozier says that the hardest part of the breakup is not being away from her, but the fact he is unknown to her now, even though he still could break beneath the weight of the goodness he still carries for her.
Hmm.
Anywho, moving
Yeah,
on from that sad song,
this is great.
First Light.
Oh God, my eyes. It's even like you could see it in on my screen, the reflection. I'm like, ah.
So this represents the ascent from hell. So this is like leaving, like
Yay.
yay. Basically emerging from hell.
I just farted so loud.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad the mic didn't pick it up.
What
Oh,
if it did?
oh, the smell. I'm sorry, you're talking about ascending from hell, not going into it.
Emerging from hell. In his interview with Apple Music, Hozier says, coming out the other side and having a new relationship with light is something you can celebrate for its brilliance as opposed to something that is blinding.
Hmm. That's
Although
nice.
he endured great heartbreak, he's still grateful for how it changed him. He is a new person, able to appreciate the world in a different light after being transformed by his lover. Um, yeah, it's basically celebrating the light instead of finding it blinding.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I don't see it blinding at all. That's right.
It encapsulates the sense of transformation that accompanies the conclusion of Dante's journey, reflecting the profound lessons learned from the trials of hell.
Hmm. Yeah, and these are all sequential. That's cool as hell.
Ready?
Oh, mm, please. I don't wanna. So, I got a question.
Yes.
What you covered, did you include the unending portion in your studies?
No, no. I didn't do the newer one.
Okay.
No. I just went on to the basic one
Mm-hmm.
cuz
Will you
honestly,
want to cover the newer one at some point? No
maybe
pressure.
maybe it's just with that one, like the song Too Sweet is such a good song. I love the song Too Sweet,
It's his number
but I
one
don't
song on Spotify right now.
yeah, I don't know how that would be in Dante's Inferno.
It might not. I'm not saying that it is. That could be part of
Yeah.
the research though. Is I'm just curious because it's so new.
Mhm.
And it's interesting that he chose to revisit a project that seems pretty like sequential start to finish. You're covering a whole
Yeah.
story, so it's interesting to add this other layer to it. And considering how much thought he clearly put into the album, I can't imagine him just slapping some songs on there and being like, "Yeah, here you go." Like I feel
Yeah,
like it
cuz the
adds
other
some
one,
other layer to
the
it,
one
you
I
know?
covered came out in August of 2023. This
Hmm.
one, the newer one came out in
A
December.
deluxe
There's also one other one that came out called Unaired.
bonus. I'm
This
sorry.
fucking good
Yeah. Don't you
jump
love it
off
though?
cliff.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you to visit. You'll get this 24/7.
Oh, I refunded my tickets. I'm gonna stay here.
I know you didn't buy a refundable fare. I was on the phone with you when you bought your tickets.
How do you know?
Because I saw your let me see if the screenshot you sent me includes it before I say anything. Before I make myself look like a doofus. Oh yeah, let's see. Hmm. Hmm.
It's not
Hmm.
gonna tell you.
Yeah, I could tell. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, 24/7. Gonna be so fun.
Well, I've been with you like this beginning of the year for like 2 weeks. Last year for 2 weeks, remember?
Oh yeah, you did
Hmm.
visit in. Oh
January
yeah.
or end
Holy
of
crap.
January by my birthday.
Damn, holy crap, time flies.
Right, that was this year.
That's crazy. I can't even. Did we go anywhere?
Yeah,
What
we
did
went.
we do?
Wow, someone doesn't remember my birthday. That's cool.
Wait, what did we do for your birthday?
You took me to a
Tea
place
time.
where yeah, and then we
Okay.
had all those
Yeah.
sweets at the end.
Yeah, we did tea time. But I'm
Hmm.
I'm wondering, did we go outside of Sweden? I don't think so. Or did
No,
we?
and then we went to see the hip hop museum too.
Oh, yeah, 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 because it was in the same place.
Mm.
Okay. Because it was cold, so I don't know if travel
Yeah,
was on our. And it was only a week, right? Or was it 2 weeks?
or no,
Wait, was that when we went to Helsinki? Because it was all
was it?
ice. I remember that.
Yeah, maybe that was Helsinki. No, because we went the first weekend to Helsinki, and on my
Yeah.
actual birthday we had tea time.
Yeah. Because Helsinki was all ice.
Hmm.
It was
We were both
miserable.
like, "Fuck."
Yeah, it was just miserable trying to walk through. And we went to
Yeah.
Taco Bell. Oh,
Yeah.
All roads lead to Taco
Like,
Bell.
didn't your coworkers recommend places and we just scrapped it all and went to
He was
Taco
so mad.
Bell?
He was so disappointed in me, like genuinely disappointed in me. He recommended this pho place, and we were on our way there, but Taco Bell was like,
We
and
saw Taco Bell. It was like, oh.
and remember when I asked you, and you're like, "Are you messing with me?" And I was like, "No, I'm serious." Because I was like, "I know we're supposed to go to this place, but would you want to go to Taco Bell instead?" And you were like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And remember, they were out of cheese.
Yeah,
You
I
couldn't
couldn't
get
get
a
my
quesadilla.
quesadilla. Oh man,
That
who
wasn't
runs
that
out of
was
cheese at Taco Bell?
That's like most of their menu.
Yeah.
I remember I had that taco that uses chicken instead of a taco shell. Mm. I still remember. I don't remember that we even went, but I remember what I ate. That's probably healthy, I'm sure.
Mm.
Priorities. I
Mhm.
hate it. I mean, I remember how much I hated that walk all
Mm.
over because I was just like, oh. We saw people fall.
Mhm.
It was that one park. There was this guy who was walking way too fast. I was like,
Yeah.
and he just ate shit, but got back up quick as hell and just kept going. And I was like, okay. And he wasn't wearing his shoes were like some sort of like dress shoes or something. It wasn't anything like there was no grip there. I don't know. I'm
Mhm.
like, do you,
There was a
man?
lot of people walking really fast, and I was like,
Yeah, no thanks. I don't even know if I had my spikes down or not.
no, I
Or if
don't think
I
we both. I didn't have spikes at all. I know that for sure.
maybe I was doing it in solidarity and I didn't put mine down. I have spikes on my shoes.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it was rough. We penguin walked. We were like,
Mm.
"Mm, mm, mm." So,
Yeah, but we
but yeah,
didn't fall.
we did not fall. That's right. Killed it. Um, well, thank you for sharing. Sorry for so many questions. Um,
That's good to have questions and good to double check. 'Cause,
yeah,
when I work on these, I work on it, and I'm on a I have to work on it consistently, or I won't do it at all. So
yeah. And
that's
it's
how I was in
this,
college too.
yeah, and this is a kind
Mm.
of lengthy project or 16 tracks for an album is not a crazy amount, but
Mm.
it's kind of a you're you're drawing he has his own storyline, but then he's also tying back to an old piece of literature, right?
Mm.
And his story is also drawing from his own Irish influence. So
Mm.
there's a lot of things happening all at once. So that's kind of why I wanted to capture. I was like, I want to make sure I understand. Um,
Yeah.
because knowing me, somehow it'll come up in some conversation somewhere, and then I'll feel like an idiot if I can't explain
Mm.
explain it well. But that is really cool. I definitely want to listen to this album. I actually don't listen to Hozier at all. Um, so this could be a good intro. When we talked
Mm.
about Mac Miller the other day, listened to him at work.
Oh.
Uh, and when I was getting my nails done, my nail tech played Hard Feelings, and I was like, I know that song because I just listened to it not that long ago. So I was like, oh my gosh, I remember. But yeah, listening to his other pieces of his catalog, I was like, oh yeah, I do. No matter what song I heard of his, I liked. So it would be. I like checking out new music. It'll be cool. Um,
Yeah.
I want to talk about Iron Maiden next week. Not just Iron Maiden though, but specifically Eddie, their mascot. Um, he's really interesting because he shows up in every single album and he shows up on stage and he's a big I mean, when you see Eddie, it's just synonymous with Iron Maiden. He's probably the most famous like metal mascot that there is. But he doesn't have an official backstory. So I'm gonna see how much before I get too overzealous. Because I've already been like looking a little bit, but I wanna when I put this together, I want to provide that how they came up with Eddie, and how it's kind of like evolved over time, but also they have a lot of albums, first of all. So that's one other component that I'm like, okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. Um, but it would be cool, hopefully, if I can succeed in this, is to gather a bunch of like fan theories or common fan theories on what, because people have taken the time to string it all together and make a cohesive story, or someone was like, Eddie's a commentary on this thing or so I just think that would be a really interesting take on it. I'll see. That's like my current framework that I'm going off of right now, but I mean, it might change once I start actually looking. Because I only looked at like the Iron Maiden subreddit so far. Um, but they even had a video game, which supposedly Eddie is the main character, so that could be an interesting, like, what's the story there? But yeah, I think it would be cool because I really like. You've seen like an Iron Maiden cover, right? Album cover.
Probably.
One moment. I'll show you.
All around me, your familiar faces. Yeah, guys, it's 7 o'clock. Tired. Still have shit to do. And it's
Got 3 examples for
only
you.
Wednesday.
Okay?
She's back. Everyone, shh.
Audio listeners, I'll tell you the album name so that way you know it. So this album's called The Number of the Beast. This is Eddie right here.
Okay.
And then this is make sure Peace of Mind. This is Eddie. And then this one is Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. And you even see him on the back. Can you see that? On the back?
Yeah.
You see him right there?
Mhm.
They actually all look kind of like him. But yeah, so these are three of the albums that I have, but they have a lot more, and he's on every single one of them in some sort of way. And he's really cool looking. Like I think I like his artwork a lot. So I think it could be a cool thing to talk about, Mr. Eddie. We've been focusing on music a lot, but I haven't found. I do want to talk about Palia at some point, but I don't want to spoil it for myself because I'm still going through all the quests.
Yeah.
So, and they keep adding like little things here and there, but because I think I've only been through. You know how they have like the temples, the different ones, like the fire or whatever. So I think I've only done like maybe I've done 3. I don't know, but yeah, there's that whole. I don't want to spoil it because that's like part of the fun why I keep coming back to the game is like, what's next? So not just to hang out with my husband. Just kidding. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll see you next week. It'll be Christmas. Okay, bye.